We are officially 13 weeks through the 2024 NFL regular season. But that's actually not true for this video because the NFL playoffs start today. I have the 14 teams currently in the NFL playoffs, and I'm going to simulate the entire thing to see who walks away as our Super Bowl champion. And first, let's go over our bracket. In the AFC, we have the Chiefs as the 1 seed. The Texans are the 4 seed. They'll be hosting the Chargers in round 1. We have the Bills as the 2 seed. They're hosting the 7 seed Denver Broncos. And then the 3 seed Pittsburgh Steelers will host the 6 seed Baltimore Ravens. In the NFC, we have the 1 seeded Lions with a bye. The Eagles are the 2 seed taking on the 7 seeded Commanders. The Vikings are the 5 seed. They'll take on the 4 seed Atlanta Falcons. And the Packers as the number 6 seed will take on the number 3 seed Seattle Seahawks. In our first playoff game of the wild card round, we start in the AFC as Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are destroying the Denver Broncos and defending home field 24-7 right now. We'll see how this drive goes for the Buffalo Bills. Unless they throw a pick 6 or anything like that, there is no chance the Broncos are coming back down 17. With them not calling any more timeouts, a first down would officially end the game, and they're going to let Josh throw. Why not? Up 17. Making the grab is the rookie Keon Coleman, and the Bills will be moving on. Real quick, everyone, I just want to say that about 90% of the people watching this video right now are not even subscribed. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And the Buffalo Bills are on to the divisional round with a 24-7 win over Bowl LIX and the Denver Broncos. But a great season by Denver. How about these Pittsburgh Steelers in a rain game, an AFC North matchup in the playoffs? They are up 16-3. They're holding Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry to 3 points and have the ball about outside the red zone. Any sort of points here makes it a 16-plus point game. If they get a field goal, Lamar can still come back, needing 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. It is unlikely, but it's possible. A touchdown, though, 100% would end this game, or a first down would officially end this game, as they can go victory formation. So we'll sit here and see if the Steelers can do it. And we're going to go Najee again. No reason to throw at all. He did get laid out. It's 3rd and 5. And the Steelers pick up the 3rd and 5. They will let Russ throw for the game. Russell Wilson going to Freiermuth. It's 4th and inches. I don't know what they're going to do. And the Steelers will go for it. This is the game. The Ravens do get the ball back if they get a stop. Najee, though. Oh, I think he actually got stopped. Yes, he did. Where did those Baltimore Ravens defenders come from? This game is not yet over. So now Lamar and the Ravens have to go 87 yards for a touchdown. And then they got to do it again. That'll help. What a throw caught by Deontay Johnson, a man they traded for from the Carolina Panthers we have not seen much of. That is going to help. But still, only a minute left. They're going to go right back to Deontay Johnson, but only a minute left. Every second matters so much, but Lamar taking his sweet time at the line of scrimmage, not really hustling too much. Lamar, end zone wide open, Mark Andrews. Is it possible? So it comes down to this. This onside kick can either keep this game alive for the Ravens or it's over. And it's going to be over. That one is caught by Van Jefferson, and the Steelers will move on. Too little, too late for Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens as Mike Tomlin has his Steelers moving on to the divisional round. As we head to our final AFC wildcard game, we are in Houston where the Texans are being shut out by the Los Angeles Chargers. They do have 3 timeouts, a minute and a half, but they're down 14. They need to hustle every single play. They need a quick score. Then they got to get a quick stop, onside kick, whatever they can do. Nico Collins over the middle. They got to use a timeout because they can't take all the time off the clock. So if these 2 teams do face off in the wildcard round, can definitely see the Chargers winning it. That one's going to be Tank Dell. Short, obviously, though, of the end zone, and every second is extremely crucial. So they're going to use their timeouts here, and they're going to rely on the onside kick like the Ravens. So the Ravens weren't able to get it. We'll see if the Texans can get the onside kick. Of course, if they even get that opportunity, because they still need to get in this end zone. But they'd rather use the timeouts now, save themselves maybe like 40, 50 seconds if they can get in. Would love to see the next play, Madden, though. From the 9, 1st and goal. CJ Stroud not looking to get shut out here in the playoffs in year 2 of his career. Stroud, end zone, picked! CJ Stroud is intercepted. I believe he was looking for Nico Collins. And it's Christian Fulton who picks off Stroud here in the playoffs, and the Chargers are going to upset the Texans and shut them out in the wild card round. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see the Chargers moving on to the divisional. We are live in our only 1-score game so far At this point, at least, it's the Commanders, it's the Eagles. We have an upset potentially to the number 2 seed Philadelphia Eagles that are on a roll right now in the real NFL. Only 2 timeouts. One of those is going to come off the board right now, as we are going to have a 2nd and 8 for the Commanders. A first down ends this game. A field goal makes it a 7-point game. So the Commanders have a lot to work with. Obviously want to get the first and end it right here, though. I'm not going to lie, though. I was pretty excited to maybe see Saquon Barkley throughout this playoff run, but I might not get a chance. Maybe I will, because Austin Eckler just suffered a 4-yard loss, or 5-yard loss, according to Madden. So it's a 3rd and 12. The Eagles need one more stop to get the ball back with a chance. So it's a 3rd and 12. They're going to run it to keep the clock going. That's probably a smart play. Brian Robinson will get the carry. They'll kick a field goal, and we'll see how much time the Eagles get. 43 seconds, 3rd and 10. You're going to have to take a shot here. You're going to have to take a shot. Jalen is going to take a shot. Looking for A.J. Brown. It's broken up. And the Commanders are 1 play away on 4th and 10 to winning this game and upsetting the Eagles in Philadelphia, sending them home and moving on to the Divisional. Hurts does have time. He's going over the middle. It's broken up later for Devontae Smith. And the Commanders with the upset on the road. It is not fly, Eagles, fly. It is cry, Eagles, cry. As the Commanders upset the Eagles on the road, and we'll move on to the next round. We got a snow game in Seattle, ladies and gentlemen, as the Packers are visiting the NFC West champion Seahawks here. They're up by 7 on a 3rd and 11. Jordan Love gonna hit Romeo Doubs, but not good enough for a first down. Seattle down 7 will have a chance with the ball to tie this game up. So Geno Smith down 7, time for a money drive. He does have all 3 timeouts, so doesn't have to worry about that. 2 minutes to work with. Nice chunk play right there over the 50-yard line to Tyler Lockett. Minute 10 seconds ago. Geno, he is firing and connecting all day on this drive. Noah Fant, he's gonna get to the 15-yard line of the Packers. Geno's pretty much been perfect on this drive. Can he finish it at the 9? Don't take a sack, Geno! And that's exactly what happens. It's Luke Van Ness. He sacks Geno Smith. 45 seconds on the clock. 1 timeout. But you're at the 19. Don't take another sack. It's a strip sack. Recovered by Kenneth Walker, so it stays with Seattle. But now it's down to a 4th and 26 play. So now the Seahawks are really going to need a big play. The biggest play of the season. A miracle play, maybe. Geno has time, has to throw it. It's broken up. Oh, he was looking for Chenault. It was tipped and broken up. I thought he was going to catch it at the last second, and the Packers are going to hold on. The Green Bay Packers are used to the snow and get a win 17-10 in Seattle. We are now in Atlanta for our final wild card round matchup where the Vikings are down 7. None of these teams down 7 at the end of these NFC games have been able to tie it up and send it to overtime or go for the win. The Eagles failed. The Seahawks failed. Will the Vikings share the same fate? Or can they finally get a touchdown at the end of this game as Hawkinson makes a grab and breaks a tackle? From the 46-yard line, Sam Darnold is going to run. Sam Darnold is going to pick it up with his legs. He's going to slide on the Falcons side of the 50 at the 47-yard line. And the clock is starting to roll now. You have 3 timeouts, so it's not too much to worry about at the moment. Darnold over the middle, connects. That's going to be nailed. Season on the line, and Darnold delivers. Under a minute to go. That one's caught. That's Naylor again. Clock is running. 50 seconds at the 9. 1 timeout to go. Let's see where Darnold looks to go here on a 2nd and 4. Jefferson obviously should be the main target here. Instead, it's Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones makes the grab as it's 21-20. And will we see a 2-point conversion to go for the lead with 43 seconds? Or will the Vikings look to tie it up to send it to OT potential? So it's 3rd and 5. 5 yards would get them the first down. If they don't get it, they're going to punt. So let's see. Cousins has time. Delivers. Don't have to punt it. We'll see if they can get the field goal. Obviously, that one's caught by Kyle Pitts. They're not calling a timeout after that grab? What are they doing? What are they doing? You have to snap the ball, shades of the Bears on Thanksgiving. That one is caught by London. You got to call a timeout. What are they doing? What are they doing? Madden logic, they call it. Madden logic. Oh, this is why I hate Madden sometimes. It didn't look like they called a timeout to kick a potential game winner in the playoffs, but they're going to get that chance right now. So it's on the leg of Younghoe Koo, but Kevin O'Connell wants to ice him, wants to make him sweat it. Let's see it. Koo from 55 yards out to send the Falcons to the divisional. Kick is up. The kick is no good overtime. So it's a 3rd and 13. They're going to go empty. Could Sam Darnold keep this drive alive, or will it be on the shoulders of their defense? Vikings and Sam Darnold. He's going to run into Aaron Jones and run out of bounds. Falcons will have a chance to win it. Falcons quickly to a 3rd down, though. Cousins did his job at the end of regulation, got his team to a makeable field goal. Unfortunately, didn't happen. Can he do it again? Bijan Robinson on the screen. He's tackled short of the 1st down. Back to the Vikings. And now you give it no play action. Hitting Addison into field goal range. Go the Vikings. And now to win it and send the Vikings to the divisional. Kick is up. The kick is good. Pending a flag, the Vikings will move on. Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. They should decline and end this game. What are they going to do? Please tell me Madden logic doesn't make them accept the penalty. What is happening? The game should be over. Wait, it is over. The game is over. The Vikings have won. So now let's take a look at the bracket for the divisional round. The 1 seed Chiefs will take on the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Buffalo Bills will host the Pittsburgh Steelers for the AFC. For the NFC, the 1 seeded Lions will host the 7 seeded Commanders, and the 5 seed Vikings will get a home game in the playoffs against the 6 seed Packers. The Chiefs are down by 7, on the verge of being upset by the Chargers, but they are inside the 10-yard line to tie this game up with 1:15 to go. Mahomes, he's going to run when you need him to run the most. He does, and it's a tie game. So now you got to worry about not getting this 3rd down and Mahomes having time to get a field goal to win it, which he probably will. Who are we kidding? So Herbert, he has to keep this drive going. He's taking the shot for it all. He hit McConkey, but he dropped it. What a throw. That was unreal. A 60-plus yard throw by Herbert. McConkey had it in his hands. Well, we saw overtime in Atlanta. Now we see overtime in Kansas City. The Chiefs are in field goal range with a 3rd and 3. And he's picked. Mahomes is picked off. Joey Bosa in pass coverage. Wow. Who would have thought that's what would happen? But Joey Bosa has picked off Patrick Mahomes, and now the Chargers need any score to win it. Excuse me, that was about 15 yards for Dobbins. So already at their own 47, needing about 15 more yards to make it a makeable field goal. That one's going to be caught and up to about the 49. On the ground again, J.K. Dobbins can't get the first. So this is interesting. I imagine they're going to go, and they are. So it's a 4th down. Not getting this, though, sets Mahomes up perfectly to win it. So Herbert needs to get this yard. They're going to go to the run, but he's swallowed up. Dobbins is stopped, and the Chiefs take over at midfield. I don't know how many yards you want to go for here without having Harrison Butker if the playoffs started today, so that's pretty huge. But I don't care who you are. Any kicker in the NFL should make this kick from the 16-yard line. Xavier Worthy for 32 yards. And the Chiefs aren't going to waste any time as they're going to attempt this kick. For the Chiefs to play in another AFC Championship game, the kick must be good. Snap's good. Holds good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. The Chiefs. Schrader's the hero as they'll head to another AFC title game. Great season for the Chargers, but Mahomes and the Chiefs do what they do in the playoffs, and that is play in AFC Championship games. Moving on to our other AFC divisional game. It's a 7-point game once again as Josh Allen in the snow needs to get a touchdown to tie this game up against the Steelers in a snow game. 17 yards to go to tie this game up. Allen, pressure was collapsing, but it doesn't matter because he delivers a touchdown to James Cook. Russell Wilson on a 3rd and 13 to keep this drive alive, where the Bills are getting the ball with a chance to win it with a field goal. Russell Wilson delivers. That one is caught and brought up to about the 42-yard line. I believe that is Mike Williams, who they traded for middle of the season, making the biggest grab of the season to keep this drive going in overtime as the snow is falling in Buffalo. Russ looking to throw again. That one's caught again. It's Mike Williams. They are in field goal range in a normal game, but in the snow, there's no guarantees like we saw with Tyler Bass, but there would be guarantees on touchdowns as Pickens gets inside the 10. A touchdown lead. Russ looking to run, and he gets it. Russell Wilson scrambles for the score, and the Steelers take the lead. 3rd and 16. Allen letting it fly. He has a man. It's Amari Cooper. What a throw. But it's now 4th and 5 at the 20. This is the game potentially. Josh Allen got to get the first. It's caught. Amari Cooper The key addition, middle of the season, makes a grab with the season on the line. 3rd and goal. You got 2 plays here, Josh. Allen, is he going to run? No, he's going to get picked by TJ Watt. And the game is over. The Steelers have upset the Bills in Buffalo in the snow at the end of overtime. In their first playoff game of the year coming out of their bye, the Lions beat the Commanders 23-14 and defend home field. We'll see them hosting the NFC Championship. In our other divisional round matchup in the NFC, it's the Packers looking to run out the clock on the Vikings, up by 7 points in field goal range. 2 more yards would take another timeout off the board for the Vikings, and it will, and Josh Jacobs is going to eat up a bunch of clock, and that should pretty much do it. 1 timeout for the Vikings in field goal range. If anything else happens, I'll let you know. And the Packers winded up kicking that field goal, making it 20-10 and taking out the Vikings. And we'll see the Packers and Jordan Love in the NFC Championship. For our championship games, we have the Chiefs hosting the Steelers for the AFC title. And for the NFC Championship game, it's the Lions hosting the Green Bay Packers. So a touchdown for the Steelers would give them a field goal lead, and then the Chiefs could try to tie it up. And Najee Harris, he gets the touchdown for the Steelers. They're in the lead. If their defense could shut down the Chiefs, they're headed to the Super Bowl. So the Chiefs have a minute left to get a touchdown for the win or a field goal to send us to overtime. Once again in this video, with 2 timeouts. Let's see, they need 54 yards to get in the end zone. Probably about 20 for a field goal. Kelsey makes the grab and is going to be able to run for a good amount of yards after the grab to the 37. So here we are in overtime once again. The Steelers have a chance to get a touchdown in overtime. Once again, and they do. It's Mike Williams. Russell Wilson does it again.
A few moments later.
And what just happened? The Chiefs lost. I'm not sure if they turned it over or what happened. Mahomes just got the ball. I super simmed a couple of plays, and the Chiefs have lost. The Steelers have beaten the Chiefs on the road. What was the last play of the game? Mahomes is picked by Queen, and the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. As we flip to the NFC Championship, we have a tied 13-13 game between these 2 NFC North rivals, with the ball in the hands of Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions could walk it off at a field goal. The Packers could get a stop. We could have overtime again. So many possibilities here with a minute to go. Maybe a free play for Goff. He recognizes it, airs it out to Gibbs to about the 34-yard line. The Lions are at the 38-yard line, which is going to be field goal range for Jake Bates. Definitely now field goal range inside the 30. Montgomery gets him to the 27. It would be a 44-yarder right now. Goff to Montgomery. Packers need to stop him right here, and they do. The Packers will see the ball even if the Lions take the lead. And this kick to put the Lions on top to possibly send them to the Super Bowl. Kick is good. And now pretty much for the game, time-wise and yardage-wise. Let's see, 4th and 16. Can they keep the game alive? He can! Jaden Reed! But can they get up to the line to snap it for a Hail Mary? Madden logic is... Wait. Why is the clock not even rolling? They used their timeout, did they not? I'm so confused, Madden logic. Did the Lions call a timeout that I didn't even realize? Like, why on earth would the Lions call a timeout if they even did that? Madden logic always does this in simulations. But here we go. To go to the Super Bowl, Packers, Hail Mary, flag may be in the end zone. What's the call? They're calling it PI on the Hail Mary. It is 1st and goal from the 1 for the Packers. Will they go for the win or the tie? Madden logic is so broken that it's making me jump in. I can't even computer sim this play. Luckily, the Packers are going to kick a field goal. As long as he makes it, we are headed to overtime. I literally have to jump in. It won't let me simulate it. And the kick is up. The kick is good. How in the world are the Packers tied here? For the CPU versus CPU, as Jordan Love is 3rd and 9 in overtime. Can the Lions get the ball back? They can. It's going to be a sack. It's McNeil, and the Lions will have a chance to win it with 3. But hold on just a second, because the Lions have lost 3 yards since getting the ball in perfect field position. So it's up to Goff to deliver. He's got to throw it away. Now we go back to the Packers on a 3rd down. Can they get another sack, the Lions? Or can Jordan Love complete a pass? He completes a big pass. Dontavian Wicks to the 38. And now the Packers go to the ground. Josh Jacobs going to run the air out of the football here. Did they kick a game-winning field goal? They did. How did the Packers win this game? The ultimate Lion / Madden logic choke I have ever seen. How did they get the clock to stop after the Jaden Reed catch? I have to go back and look at the footage here. So in the Super Bowl, it is a Super Bowl 45 rematch between the Green Bay Packers of the NFC and the Pittsburgh Steelers led by Russell Wilson out of the AFC. And we're going to do things slightly differently here, as we are going to watch the first drive from each team to kick off Super Bowl 59, as Josh Jacobs for the Packers is going to get a first down and a pickup of what, like 15? Can't even remember, and it just happened. Talking and watching is hard sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Love is picked, though. What in the world was that? He got tackled from behind as he was letting go. I'm not sure. I think it was Highsmith that got to him there, and the Steelers already celebrating in the end zone. After this drive for the Steelers, which starts in perfect positioning at the 40-yard line, as Russell Wilson gets pressured, we will sim through this game, and if it's close at the end, we will jump in for crunch time, and we have seen a ton of close games, obviously. So many overtime games in this playoff simulation. Russell Wilson has been great, though. He's on the ground again. He's sliding at the 22. Now from the 22, he lets it go for Pickens. And Pickens breaking tackles, fighting off Packers defenders. Makes it 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line. Now let's see now inside the red zone. Can they punch it in for 7? Will the Steelers take a touchdown lead? There it is, Mike Williams, who's been great for the Steelers in this video, has the first touchdown of the Super Bowl. Now from the 13-yard line for Jordan Love, hitting Tucker Kraft, and the tight end has a touchdown for the Packers as they answer twice after the Steelers' opening drive touchdown. Back to the Super Sim, the Steelers answer. We got ourselves a high-scoring Super Bowl, 21-21, 28-21. They are going score for score almost, except the Packers do jump out to a 10-point lead. They have the ball. Steelers make it a 31-24 game. This is big with the Steelers down 7. The Packers are in the red zone. I imagine the Packers will run. They will not. Jordan Love is going to toss it to Jacobs. It could be picked. It was in the air. Oh, if TJ Watt saw that, he could have had a pick. So the Steelers are now down 10, though. So for the Packers, it's huge to get a 10-point lead. The Steelers are driving. Did they score a touchdown? They did. They went deep and connected with 3 timeouts. This is still a game. Now for the Packers, a first down would win them the Super Bowl. Jordan Love gets it to Jacobs. It's incomplete. The Steelers will get a chance with a timeout to now tie or win the game. This would be one of the greatest comebacks of all time. So Russell Wilson with about 70 seconds in a timeout wants to tie or win this game. Did his receiver get out of bounds? Jalen Warren. He did not. The clock is rolling. But Madden Logic again struggling to make this realistic by not taking much time off the clock. He hits Calvin Austin, and Calvin Austin gets to the Packers 49. Do you take a shot here on 3rd down? Probably not. Oh, what a throw though to Freiermuth. Now you can take a shot or 2 to the end zone if the Packers, or Steelers rather, call their timeout. But why do that when Madden Logic could save you like 10, 15 seconds? But okay, 28 seconds to go. Steelers still with the timeout. Russ, was looking to the end zone or near the end zone for Van Jefferson. So Boswell made the kick, and we are once again in overtime. Let's see how the Packers do this in overtime. If they get close to the end zone, we are jumping in. 6-yard rush for Jordan Love. 10-yard rush by Jacobs. Let's jump in. So it's 2nd and 4 for Jordan Love in overtime. Touchdown would be great, obviously. Steelers would have to match. That's going to be Tucker Kraft to get it to the 11-yard line. We've had so many overtime games in this simulation. It's only fitting for this to end with one as well. Steelers, great comeback, though, with about 3 minutes left, down 10. To tie this game is crazy. Jordan Love to Dobbs to the 4. 3rd and 2 from the 3. If they don't get it, do they kick it or do they go for it? Probably kick the 3 to take the lead, and they're going to have to... Oh, wait, Jacobs breaks the tackle. 4th and inches. They will have to make the decision. A potential Super Bowl decision to make. And they're wasting no time. Right back to the line. Jacobs, the pitch again. Jacobs, TJ Watt stops him. And now any points for any team will win it. Can Russ pick up these 4 yards to keep this drive going? Or can the Packers defense make a play? They're going to run it to Jalen Warren, who breaks a tackle but can't break them all. And the Packers will get the ball back. Here comes Green Bay. 4th and 2, actually. They're going to have to punt. They punted back to Pittsburgh. 6-yard rush for Najee. Nobody can even get a field goal here in overtime. Intercepted! The Packers are at the 7. Russell Wilson got picked. And for the Super Bowl, if the playoffs started today, the Green Bay Packers kick is up. Kick is good. The Green Bay Packers have won Super Bowl 59 by a score of 37-34 over the Steelers. What a game. And Jordan Love will win Super Bowl MVP as the Lombardi Trophy comes home to the home of Vince Lombardi. The Green Bay Packers stand on top of the NFL. That's going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.